Next up on the list of characters to look at is Loki. Now, Loki is in a really well-designed spot as far as what you would expect to see from his capacities and his powers within the comics, everything else. So trying to find something that you could do to alter or improve the kit and the moveset that he already has is very, very difficult. So if we look over here, again, you'll see a lot of these different things. Some of them don't translate very well to an in-game representation. How do you portray a genius level intellect and abilities in the game beyond, dialogue that happens? That's just kind of hard to see. And then you've got all of the Asgardian sorcery stuff. I don't really think that hypnosis it would be a good thing to add. It'd be too similar to other things in the game, either too similar to Mantis's sedation or too similar to Emma's psychic seduction. That just doesn't feel like it would be something that would be beneficial to try and include on his kit. So I've had one of two different thoughts. The first has to do with telekinesis, which you could potentially include in some kind of way similar to, or linking it with an additional effect on his regeneration domain. And maybe some sort of involuntary movement for your allies, where if they're within a meter or two outside of the ring of that rune, they get pulled into it. That could be kind of difficult to really have, because then you're going to infringe on some of the things that your teammates are trying to do. And trying to incorporate something on another keybind is going to be a little bit tricky, because he's already got a lot of abilities bound to a lot of different keys that are within ease of reach. The other way to potentially do something along the lines of telekinesis is doing something similar to Lifeweaver from Overwatch, where you can grab an ally and pull them closer, but that is a conscious decision, not just something that passively happens like the previous suggestion. And that could potentially help with some of that involuntary movement that your enemies can do, such as Angela's Spear and Invisible Woman's push and pull and Spider-Man's grab and Bucky's grab and things of that kind. The other item from this list that I had thought maybe is there's not a ton of the reminiscent abilities here in the skilled hand-to-hand combatant, so maybe you could do something like that. But upon reviewing his abilities, he specifically, not every character has an ability that labels or outlines their melee, but Loki does, on account of the fact that if you are using it on an enemy from behind, it deals more damage than your quick melee otherwise would. So that's kind of interesting, I guess, and something that I didn't really know was a part of that kit. And I suppose that you could rationalize that that goes to his skilled hand-to-hand combatant. The other would be maybe an alternate fire mode that you can go into for a brief amount of time that allows you to do hand-to-hand combat instead of firing the energy blasts from the scepter. Personally, I like the first option better than the second option suggested there. And at the end of the day, again, Loki has a really well thought out and well-built kit that represents quite nicely the abilities that he's able to do. But is there something that you think should be done or changed on Loki's kit? I understand that within his abilities, it's kind of difficult to do that, because he is very well-balanced and powerful and can be difficult to tune up or tune down without drastically impacting the game. But let me know what your thoughts are, and once again, we'll see you tomorrow for the next one.